Exercise number 13.3, question number 8. We are talking about a factory has two machine A and B. Machine A and B. Past record shows that machine A produce 60% of item of output and machine B produce 40% of item. Further, 2% of the produced by machine A, 2% by machine A and 1% that is by machine B were defective. All these items are put into one stockpiles, and then one item is chosen at random from this and it's found to be a defective. What is the probability that it was produced by machine B? Now very clear indication of Bayes rule over here. You can see here what is given. The item is defective. Say if I give a symbol defective as a D and I want to find out it is produced by machine B. Alright, so let us see how to find out. Okay, now here we have two machine A and B where machine A produce 60% and machine B produce 40%. So probability that you can count very easily, P of A equal to 60 upon 100 and P of B is equal to 40 upon 100. Now there are two parts, sub part that is a defective. Number one, it is produced by machine A, that is a P of D by A, that is 2%, and P of D by B, that is 1%. This is given. Alright, means it is defective and produced by machine A, and it is defective and produced by machine B. Now we have to discuss about the defective parts. So what is the total probability that the part is defective? There are two cases. Either it is belongs to machine A, so P of D by A and P of A as usual. Then P of D by B, it is produced by machine B and P of B. So replace all the value given above and you will get 60 into 2 upon 1000, 40 into 1 upon 1000. Because percentage means we have to divide by 100. Okay, now I am interested in a P of D by B as I explained in the question. So P of D by B, you know that in a Bayes rule just take a reciprocal D of B by B into P of B upon total probability of defective item. Now replace all the value that you have and you will get the answer. So that much work I am giving you as a homework. One more thing you can do, what is the probability that it is produced by machine A, P of A by D, that you can find out. Alright, once again use a Bayes rule. Now next question I am going to discuss, that is a very important, because till now it was a very simple calculation, but in question number 10 I am talking about, it is a little bit confusing question, and I will explain you the question, don't worry. Suppose a girl throw a die, it get a 5 or 6, she toss a coin 3 times. Alright, so there are two parts. If she get a 5 or 6, then she toss a coin 3 times. Alright, 3 times. And note down the number of head. If she get other than 5 6 means 1 2 3 4, she toss a coin only once and note down means number of head, whether head or tail is obtained. Alright, if she obtain exactly one head, remember now we are interested in only h, the probability of C through a 1, 2, 3, 4, that we have to find out. So say suppose this is 5, 6 is my event A, this is event B, then we have to find out what is the probability that B by H, because H is already occur, I know that it is head and I want to find out P of B by H. Now let us see with the flow chart once again. You know that when you throw a die, you will get 1 to 6 number. My event say even is 5 by 6, 5 comma 6, because getting 5 or 6, that suppose my event is even. Alright, here I am using even symbol. So P of even is equal to 1 upon 3. And P of E2 is equal to 2 by 3. That you can understand very well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 by 6, that is 2 by 3. Now may be possible event even is occurring. Then coin that girl is throwing 3 times. Alright. Now when you throw a coin 3 times, you have a total 8 outcome. And we are interested only in getting H one time. So that probability is, you know that you can write down and find out 3 by 8. Alright, because H will appear one time only in 3 cases and total outcome is 8. So H by E1, that is equal to 3 by 8. And second case, you are throwing a coin only one time. So getting a H is 1 upon 2. That is very easy to understand. Now I am interested in this event. What is the total probability that I will get H? Alright, so as usual, total probability is either H will occur with even. Alright, so even into P of H by even and P of H2 into P of H by E2. Simplify, you will get a total probability of getting a head. Now, I am interested in event E2. What is the probability that E2 will occur? And I will get H. E2 means I am getting number 1, 2, 3 and 4. This is my event E2. So P of H by E2 base rule into P of E2 upon total probability of P of H, that is 8 by 11. Alright, here you may find out P of E1 by H, and more you may find out P of E2 by T. You may find out P of E1 by T. So practice it for clarity and you will learn more definitely from all this exercise. Alright. So when I am say P of E1 by H, definitely message is clear, getting 6 and 5 on the die. And when I say E2 by T, means I am getting tail. Alright, tail is already occur and it is occurring with event E2, means getting 5 and 6. Alright, here it is not 6 and 5, but it is 1, 2 and 3. It is a 1, 2 and 3. Because even event, let me check what is event is a, okay, it is 5 and 6. Even is 5 and 6, correct? It was a 5 and 6. So 5 and 6, correct? And when you say E2 event, When you say E2 event means it is a 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. Similarly, even 5, 6, H is T is obtained. This you can find out. So please practice it.